All right. We back again, y'all.
We're here.
Welcome to Unpretty, the podcast. Yeah. So,
what are we talking about today?
We are diving back into emotional intelligence.
Okay.
And we're going to go to the fourth of 5 pillars. Empathy. Oh, goodness gracious. So
Your favorite one, right? Or no?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
So far we've covered self-awareness, self-regulation, self-motivation, and now empathy.
Yeah.
I do think it's my favorite. I don't know why exactly, but I think it's so critically important to everyday life, and in particular important right now in our specific nation's history, and also just in the evolution of humanity. I believe it to be one of the most important skills for people to develop.
Yeah. And it is a skill. I never thought about it being a skill.
It is a skill. Yeah. Agreed.
I thought it just came naturally, or it didn't. And now I know better.
I wish it did.
Yeah. Me too.
I wish it did come naturally. I mean, our world would actually truly be a better place
100%.
if empathy came naturally.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it doesn't, but it is something that can be improved. It's something that can be learned.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing about it is its intentionality. So whenever I'm doing emotional intelligence with my students, my 9th grade students, and I talk to them about empathy, I first ask them if they know the difference between sympathy and empathy. And so probably most, if not all of the people that would be watching or listening to this probably do know the difference.
Sure.
But just in case, there might be someone who does not know the difference.
Let them know.
Sympathy is, I feel bad for you. I feel sorry for you. Oh, poor you. I'm sorry you're going through that. Empathy is way deeper.
Yeah.
Way more intentional.
Definitely.
And it must consider the full history of what someone has gone through. And not just what they have gone through, but what their culture has gone through, what their family's gone through, wherever they're from, and what has happened there. Like it considers the whole person, the whole story. And that's why it's kind of not natural.
Sure.
Is because you really do have to learn, be taught, then learn that everyone's story is valid and valuable and deserves to be respected and honored.
I love that. Say that again for the people in the back.
I'm not going to get it exactly right, but everyone's story.
Yeah.
So literally everything that has happened in your life up until this very second has massive influence on who you are right now.
Yes.
And that is true for literally every single person.
Yeah.
Everyone. Not some people and not others. Not young people and not old. Like it's literally every human being.
Yeah.
They're in the entirety of their story is important to understand who they are, what they have gone through, and what they're currently going through. And so there's a huge intentionality behind empathy. And honestly, it takes time. It's easy to just be like, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. And that's a good start. It's not that sympathy isn't a good start, but it's not empathy.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
And I think we see this, and I'm going to go there I'm just going to jump into it.
Okay.
That this is what we see in our country right now.
Mm.
There seems to be this idea that, like, I don't understand why you're talking about stuff that happened hundreds of years ago. Well, it's because that has had an impact on a race, culture, neighborhoods of people since then up into this very moment. Because even though it's not the same, there is still great injustice in our country. And to purposefully say, that wasn't me, that was my ancestors, you're not wrong.
Right.
However, the impact of that still rings true
100%.
and shows up in our systems.
Yep.
So specifically choosing, and it is a choice, specifically choosing to get to know somebody else for their entirety, for all their struggles, for their entire story, the good, the bad, the ugly, and really try to dig in and understand where someone is coming through takes time, effort, heart. Like, you have to choose it intentionally. And a lot of people are not going to do that.
Which is crazy to me, I think.
I know, we've talked about that.
Yeah.
And it makes sense to me why you feel that way.
Why is that?
Because I don't know where you learned it. I don't know why you learned it. I don't know where it came to in your life. But empathy is natural to you.
And I feel like maybe that's why I assumed it was just something natural for everybody.
Yeah.
Until I learned, whenever I learned it, that it wasn't. And that not everybody is empathetic. And
right.
I'm not sure where I learned it either. Like, there's no defining moment in my life. Not that I can remember. I'm sure there is. But I don't know.
Do you remember any adults around you at all, like, talking about, caring about how you make other people feel, or like other people matter, or your words matter, or anything like that? Because those things are like starters for empathy.
I feel like if I did, it was when I was very young. And I just don't remember that particular time in my life.
Yeah.
I have like little snippets of memories of when I'm young. But not as far as like learning core values and learning how to be empathetic. I mean, I was told, be a good person, be a be a nice person. No matter who, what, when, where, why, like, just be a kind soul to everyone.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just always made friends with people of all different races. I grew up in Mira Mesa. It's a melting pot. So it's not like I was in a mostly white school, or it was actually predominantly Filipino. So I was a minority, I guess, so I just, I maybe it has to do with where I grew up.
Sure.
San Diego in general.
Sure.
Is a melting pot. There's a ton. So I don't know. I'm not sure of an exact moment of who I learned it from. I'm sure it's my parents. I mean, it could have been my teacher. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I think you bring up a great point about where you grew up.
Yeah.
So as I look at my life and my mom's friends in particular, since my mom's who I spent the majority of my time with, right?
Yeah.
She has friends, had then, still has friends of all different walks of life. And I just saw that as normal.
Yeah.
That was my normal. That was her normal. Yeah. I truly just thought that was normal. Like, why wouldn't you be friends with people from everywhere who like all different things?
Yeah.
It just seems like that's what we should be doing. But that was my reality. That was your reality.
Yeah.
I do remember my teachers, coaches, mom, grandparents in particular, talking to me about being a good person, and also, though, being of service to people. So there was never this idea that I was better than anybody.
Yeah.
The idea is that all people are great, and we should all be being of service to each other.
Do you think that stemmed from their religion, or being like religious grandparents? And I know
you would hope that people who follow Jesus would think that way, but I mean,
I'm not saying that they all do, because that's
correct.
not true. I'm just asking in your
I would
life,
say so.
Do you think that?
I wish I would have asked my grandparents where they got that from. Maybe I should ask my mom, but I would say so.
Yeah.
I mean, I from what I learned, that was kind of the whole point. It's like literally what Jesus was all about.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm guessing so. And I just remember my teachers though, and I never knew any of their religious background, but I just remember my teachers always really emphasizing like treating people right, treating people well, right? There was the golden rule.
Yeah.
I believe the golden rule is actually from the Bible.
Okay.
The golden rule, everybody knows. Maybe they don't know it's called the golden rule.
Right. Not everybody knows it's called it.
Yes. That's right.
Yeah.
So the golden rule says treat others the way you want to be treated.
Yeah.
Which is a great foundation.
Yes.
However, I don't actually think that's true empathy. Because what if the other person doesn't want to be treated the way I want to be treated? What if they want to be treated the way they want to be treated?
Okay.
So I learned through some anti-bias work, the platinum rule. So the golden rule is treat others the way you want to be treated. So however I want to be treated, then I treat people that way.
It's the platinum rule.
So I'll get to that, but something just popped into my mind.
Oh, okay.
So when I'm talking to students, they'll often say, well, I wouldn't have taken it like that. Which is probably valid for them. But the golden rule, if you're doing it the way you want to be treated and you don't think that was a big deal, so then they shouldn't think it's a big deal. That's where it has limitations.
Sure.
It's a great foundation.
Yeah.
The platinum rule says treat others the way they want to be treated. Well, how do you know how they want to be treated?
You ask them.
Right.
Yeah.
That's empathy. It's not saying, well, I grew up in Spring Valley, so everybody in Spring Valley should be
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's my story. That's what I like or don't like or whatever. In order to know what somebody else who may have grown up in the same neighborhood as me, may have the same skin tone as me, right? Like all these things that we may have in common, that doesn't mean each person wants to be treated the same way.
That's very true.
So true empathy is actually finding out how the other person wants to be treated. And you can only do that with what empathy emphasizes, which is you have to get to know somebody in their entirety. You have to ask questions. You have to be a great listener. One of the biggest parts of empathy is being a great listener. Not just listening to the words that someone says, but paying attention to body language, tone, and the words. I teach my students empathy is listening with your ears, eyes, and heart.
I love that.
It's not mine. I got it from a book, probably.
Okay.
But that's really what empathy is. It's to actually, that is from 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens. So yeah, it just talks about being a great listener. And genuine listening is listening for the sake of listening.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people listen for the sake of responding.
Yes.
That's not really listening.
That's not listening.
No, it's not.
So you already have an answer, and you're just waiting for me to shut up so you can say what you're going to say. Yeah.
That part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you can kind of practice genuine listening by repeating what the other person said.
Yeah.
So what I hear you saying is, correct me if I'm wrong, but what I'm hearing is, right? And then you're repeating something that they said so that they feel listened to and heard, right? That's genuine listening. And also paying attention when you ask someone how they're doing and they're like, I'm good. Are you?
Yeah.
You said, I'm good. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Is there anything I can help you with? What's going on? Right? So when you actually get to know people and you're paying attention to not just I'm good, but the inflection, is that what it's called?
Sure.
Whatever that is. In their voice that went high, oftentimes is an indicator that they're not telling the truth, number one. And then the shrug of the shoulders.
Yeah.
That's not, you ain't good. You're not good.
Sit down. Tell me what's wrong.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So empathy requires that.
Yeah.
You've got to listen. And right now there's just a bunch of people talking.
And half of it's false. Fake news.
Yeah.
There's
a lot of that happening.
Yeah.
And there's definitely a lack of people purposefully, intentionally trying to get to know somebody else's story that is different than their own.
Yeah. I just can't with people like
that. I know. What I will say is that as natural as it is for you and I, because of where we grew up and what we were taught to just like embrace people from everywhere, that's not everybody's story. So if we're going to be empathetic, we have to wonder, well, why does somebody think the way that they do? Why is someone seemingly so ignorant to the struggles of people of color or people in the LGBTQ community or people that live in certain neighborhoods or, right? Like, be curious as to why they don't think the way that we think.
Yeah.
Who taught you? Where did you grow up? Because as normal and natural it is for us, that's also normal and natural for them.
Yeah.
So, not their fault.
Sure.
Because hate is taught.
Yes.
Yeah. Right? Hate is taught.
It is.
It's 100% taught.
It is.
Now, once you become an adult and you're in our day and age of phones, computers, ChatGPT, the World Wide Web, right? Do some research.
Please.
Have your own brain.
Please.
I saw, what was it, a comedian? Yeah, it was a comedian on TikTok. And she was like, look, back in the day, there was this really weird, crazy thing called critical thinking. and you know, the crowd just busts up laughing. And it's like, but accurate.
But
like, come on. Yeah. Right? So that's what I think makes people get a little frustrated is like, okay, how in this day and age is that still your process? But if you grow up and you continue to be around a homogeneous group of people that are all the same, you are not going to hear a different narrative.
That's true.
So they would have to really break out from all that programming, all that conditioning to learn something complete on purpose. Go against everything everyone has taught them and reach over in a bag that people are like, don't go to that bag.
Right.
Can't go to that bag. What are you doing? So they have to do all that work. And that's what people just aren't willing to do.
Yeah. Still irritates me. But
sure.
But
that's valid. It is irritating because, but back to it, it just seems so right or like normal to just like, just love everyone. Yeah. Just let people be. Yeah. Yeah. It is for us because that's what we were taught. Yeah. We didn't have to go, well, maybe a little bit with religion, a little bit, especially with being gay and growing up in Catholic family and stuff like that. But other than that, everything else that I was taught was all about love one another, respect people, right? Make sure you're thinking about the impact that you're having on others. Yeah. Like that's what I constantly heard. Representing yourself and your family well.
Absolutely.
Those were all the lessons. So other people aren't being taught that. Or they're being taught to only do it for certain kinds of people instead of all people.
Then you're just going to have a generation of crazies.
Well, we have people who are teaching that, raising children and teaching them some of the same things that we were taught, and having around them people from all different walks of life and talking to them about how everyone matters and everyone's valuable and right, all that kind of stuff. And so, you know, hopefully there's just some people that haven't been taught those things that break away from that cycle, but it's not going to happen through yelling and screaming and blaming and shaming people. It's not going to pointing fingers. It's not going to happen that way for sure. No. And I know not everybody's willing to open up their mind and heart to even listen. And so that becomes frustrating in itself. But there are some people that will be willing to have a conversation, who are actually willing to sit down and have like civil discourse and all of that. There are those people. And so if we want empathy, we also have to be willing to give empathy. We can't just be people that talk about it. We have to be about it.
Right.
You know?
I know.
Don't just talk about it, be about it.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah. So the world, I've always thought this since I was a kid. I've always thought that world peace was possible. I don't know where I got that idea, why I believe that.
Yeah.
I still do believe it. I don't know if it will happen in our lifetime, but I do believe change is possible. I do believe in the power of empathy. I do believe that a lot of these things that are in our lives, the internet, YouTube, like all these different social media platforms, you can reach more people.
100%.
So there is still hope. I have to hold on to that. I can't.
Oh, girl.
You go. You be hopeful, girl. You go.
Yeah.
I have to.
Yeah.
I have to remain. Yeah. And for my own mental health, I got to believe it, girl. I can't be believing the opposite. Oh, God.
I think I'm just a little more of a realist.
You are. You're more realist than I am. I don't ever claim to be a realist. I'm okay not being a realist.
Sure.
But I do believe in the power and the heart of humanity. And I know that the more you get to know people different than you, the better off you are. I know that people that travel are more open-minded, open-hearted. They understand that there's amazing people everywhere. There's amazing cultures everywhere, food everywhere, the way that people dress. Like, it's just the more you know. It truly is. The more you know.
Yeah.
Right? We went to Greece.
Take me back.
Facts. Greece, one of the, I'm no history. History was like my worst subject, honestly. But what I do know is that there are places older than the United States of America. Duh.
Yeah.
Right? Plenty. And Greece is one of those like original cultures of people. And people over there have been doing everything with everyone since the beginning.
Yeah. Tell them. Tell them.
Since the beginning.
Yeah.
This is the part that does get frustrating. There are professional people, scientists, sociologists, psychologists, biologists, all the gists in the science field and the history field in particular.
Yeah.
If you listen to them actually talk about the truth about humanity since the beginning of time, all this other garbage goes away.
Yeah.
These scientists are back there like, we already, like, we know stuff.
Right.
You should probably maybe listen.
Maybe.
Yeah. We kind of have done like a lot of research over a lot of years into this. And everyone has existed for a really long time. Mm-hmm. And it's actually, I'm going to use a word that I don't love to use, but I'm going to use it anyway. It's actually easy to just be kind to people.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
100%.
Takes nothing.
No.
Really?
It takes more effort to be rude and mean and nasty.
100%.
More energy.
Oh my gosh.
More just, it's too much.
And it doesn't make you feel good.
I feel like it does make some people feel good.
For a hot second though.
Right.
If you dig down into that person, and this happens with my students all the time. Mm-hmm. When they go and post that thing on social media, mm-hmm. it feels good for the ha-ha. And then it's like, and don't feel good no more. Because then I'm going to find out about it. And then you're sitting in my office. I'm going to tell your parents. And because we are connected as a human family, when we are mean to people, it's a double-edged sword. The people that seem to be okay with it have just had a lot of practice. And they basically condition themselves to like be mean and be okay with it. Yeah. But the majority of people, when they say something that they know is rude, when like we don't see it.
Sure.
But there's some pain there. Because hurt people hurt people.
Yeah. Yeah. That's absolutely
I learned that from a student. Hurt people hurt people.
You learned that from a student?
I did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was at an anti-bias conference, and there was this high school student that got up and did this really great talk. And they said, hurt people hurt people. And I was like, yo, I've never heard that before.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, I don't know your name. I wish I did. But yeah, hurt people hurt people. Mm-hmm. And it's just so freaking easy to be kind.
Very, very easy. Yeah. Maybe one day there will be world peace. I don't think we're ever going to see it, to be honest. But
maybe not. But maybe we can get to a better place than we are now, at least.
Yeah, that's absolutely possible.
Yeah, just closer.
Yeah.
I would love for every generation to try and get us closer. Yeah. And then so that someone, eventually there will be humans that come after us that will experience that.
Yeah. That'd be great.
And it would be also nice, and I believe this is an indigenous tradition, for people to actually think about the world they're leaving behind to the people that come behind them. Not just your kids. Because a lot of people do think about their kids and like the world they're leaving for them. Sure. But what about their kids and their kids and their kids? Yeah. So I believe in some indigenous cultures, maybe all of them, I don't know, that they think about 7 generations. Yeah. Oh, it's so beautiful.
So great. Yeah.
Make what we're doing now impact in a positive, powerful way. Yeah. 7 generations that come after that, that will make you do some awesome stuff.
100%.
Let's go do some awesome stuff.
Let's do it.
We'll continue to talk about try and bring people together.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things about this podcast that's important to me is to be the change I wish to see in the world. Mm-hmm. And to give, right? To give. Maybe someone that didn't grow up in a diverse space like we have is going to listen to this or watch this someday.
Yeah.
And maybe their minds and hearts will be opened. That would be cool.
That'd be great.
You never know the reach that something can have.
It's very true.
Especially in this world.
Especially on the YouTubes.
Yeah, things can that you never know where they can go.
Yeah.
And so whatever you're going to put out there, that could be something good.
Such a good person.
Well, I was taught that. Thank goodness.
Thank goodness is right.
So y'all, the golden rule is a great start, but let's start practicing the platinum rule with intentionality, with ears, eyes, and heart. Treat others the way they want to be treated. That is the heart of empathy.
I love that.
I love you.
I love you. Okay, girl.
All right. All right, y'all.
It's been fun.
Only one more pillar left. Next time. Deuces.
Deuces.